Good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right. So, anything in homework? Was there anything in homework, dear? No. Okay. Yes, I think so. Recording the reading speed was in homework. So, how many of you have checked your reading speed? Reading words per minute, WPM. And what is it? Has anybody tried reading, uh, checking the speed of reading? Yes, Dimant. So, what's your reading speed in English? Wonderful. All others, and try it once so that we come to know where we are and what efforts we need to make to achieve the standard reading speeds. As we discussed in the previous class, average reading speed for a school, sorry, for college going student is 300 words per minute. 300 words per minute is the all right. Okay. It took 2 minutes and 20 seconds to read passage 2. That's good, I think. Fine. So, in the last class, we discussed about some strategies for attempting reading comprehension, and we discussed the type of questions which are asked in reading comprehension, where we looked at Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is actually an individual's understanding of what he or she is reading. And that's why there are several levels of understanding in Bloom's taxonomy that are remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. Now, in reading comprehension, you might be asked questions in such a way where your understanding of this different level or at this different level is tested. So, you might be asked a question where your understanding of the passage is tested. You might be asked such questions where your analytical ability is tested. You might be asked such questions where your creative ability is tested. Right? So different sorts of questions are asked. And we also discussed how to improve reading speed. And we saw that we should read comfortable time, we should take breaks in between, we should improve vocabulary. That was something very important. We discussed the reading speed, and the unit to measure reading speed is WPM, words per minute. Right. And for improving vocabulary, we saw that we should read extensively, variety of material, so that we get different types of words. Always refer to dictionary or thesaurus. Find out meaning of the words. Also maintain your personal dictionary. It's a good way to build up vocabulary. When you are reading, underline, highlight words which are new to you. Right. And then I think now we can we can complete the remaining part of the tips for improving vocabulary, and then we will have actual practice of reading comprehension. Just a minute, I am sharing screen. It's taking some time. Everybody wait. There is some technical problem. It's loading. Once it starts working, I will be able to share screen, and then we will have further discussion. All right. So I think we completed some of the points of how to improve, develop, enrich vocabulary. Right. So we saw that, for example, point number 4, Read words into groups instead of remembering flock. Let us we let us find the relevant words. For example, flock of sheep. That then keep the words at such a place where you see the words frequently. So you may keep some word somewhere in front of your desktop, your table, in your bedroom, on the screen of your laptop phone. Point is that you should look at the word several times in a day so that you remember the words. Another way of remembering the word is association. So we saw that if you want to remember a word gigantic, then gigantic means huge. So you try and connect the word with something huge, huge idol, huge bungalow, huge construction. That will help you to memorize, remember the word. Then we also looked at that many expert advise to build vocabulary, learn a dedicated memorization strategy that uses some form of mnemonics. Mnemonics means a system such as pattern of letters, ideas, or associations which assist in remembering something. Right? So to form words in such a way that is called mnemonics, where it creates some sort of pattern and it becomes easy for us to remember. Right? For example, we create one word using first letter of all these words. Say, for example, I want to remember few words which are related to disease and virus. Right? So then what I do, I choose one letter from each word and I create a new word so that I remember all these words. I will share with you an example, a photograph, so that we can understand it. Right now, as you can see on the screen, if you want to remember these words which are related to some medical terms, so vascular infection, neoplastics, degenerative, intoxication. Now, what you do, you find out mostly we take first letter, but and we create one word. Now, each letter of this word starts with indicates a new word. So, V indicates vascular, I indicates infection. Preparing such pattern, any such pattern, is called mnemonics. Right? For example, here it is. So, Roy Glib. Here it is. Roy Gibiv. Roy Gibiv. Roy Gibiv. Where R means orange, R means red, O means orange, Y means yellow, G means green, B means blue, I means indigo, and V means violet. Now, when you create such pattern, Roy G. B, this technique of remembering words or in general remembering information is called mnemonics. Mnemonics is one of the ways to memorize words, to remember words. Right. And eighth point to enrich your vocabulary is dedication and perseverance. Dedication, commitment, and perseverance, hard work. It plays key role for improving, for enlarging, and enriching vocabulary. So there are many techniques. कई सारे टेक्निक्स है. वो सब टेक्निक आपको तब काम में आ सकती है जब आप चाहते हो कि आपकी वोकेबुलरी इंप्रूव हो, जब आप चाहते हो कि आपका आपका लैंग्वेज अच्छा हो, राइट. So these are some of the techniques, tips to enrich your vocabulary. Now let us do reading exercise. Sample passages they are given. So we will do reading exercise in two ways. Number one, sample passages, and then actual questions, actual exercise. Right. Now, sample passages of different lengths and a range of topics have been included to expose students to varied types of content. Passage 1. Read the passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. Passage is taken from the speaking tree. Fine. Now, I'm sure all of you have the study booklet. So if you want to take a look at the study booklet, that is fine. If you want to read from the screen, that is also fine. What we will do, we have we will first read all here, then I will give you 5 minutes time to read again and few minutes more to answer the questions. And then we will have discussion of the question answer. Right. So let us invite let us invite Shrina to read the passage to the class. Yes, Shrina, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, it is audible, please.
Yes. Read the passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. What is spirituality? It is nothing but living life sensibly, striking a balance with your material life, neglecting neither. We have around us the immediate reality, the world. Living sensibly and perfectly in this world is important and is our intermediate
Immediate.
goal. We have to consider both material and spiritual paths. We have to burn
Burn
karmas
karmas.
by meditation and gain freedom from all types of bondages. We have to gain freedom at several levels before achieving the final freedom, moksha, the ultimate goal. We have to emote and think without any past influences. This is possible by meditation. Meditation is a must even to live our material life sensibly. But mere meditation won't make us spiritual. We have to allow the influence of meditation into our daily life. So, from now, let us step complaining, grumbling, and feeling disgust with the system we have. Let us begin channeling light this system and the people instead. Of course, we complain about others. Sometimes, by mistake, we also grumble about and condemn ourselves. We know when we channel light, we can bring changes and completely prevent destruction or minimize it. At least let us change ourselves. Then system change automatically. If you change, people around you also change. So channel light daily for at least 7 minutes. Heal yourself and the world.
Okay, Srina, thank you. Fine. This passage is taken from a book or an article which is called The Speaking Tree. Now, we will discuss this passage later, but before that, let me tell you what the speaking tree about. And I want to tell you what the speaking tree is about because just some time back we discussed we should read a range of material, varieties of material to improve our vocabulary. Right. Now, speaking tree is one of the routine column of the newspaper Times of India. It is also now available. All these articles are compiled in a form of book. It is also available in book, but it regularly appears in as a column in Times of India. Now, this article, this column is about spirituality, about religion, about morality, about balanced life. So, if you read this article as it is visible on the screen, and here it is, if you read this article, you will get vocabulary which is related to morality, life, happy life, balancing things, spirituality. Read this article. Good philosophy makes life worthwhile, for example, is one of the column up here, one of the articles. Such looks, the article looks like such. When in Times of India, it appears regularly, daily basis. Speaking tree, it is called. I'm showing you so that you may feel to read it. It's very short article, short column, and it will not take more than 5 to 10 minutes to read it well. So you may make it habit to read it. Right? All right. Now coming back to the passage. So this passage is taken, which we just read, which Srina read, is taken from Speaking Tree, name of the column, and it is about spirituality. Now all of you have 5 minutes to read the passage, and then 4 minutes more to answer this question 1 and 2 of the passage. 5 minutes to read the passage, and then 2 minutes to answer the questions 1 and 2. Right? Everybody read. When you are reading, you will first read and identify the words which you think are new for you. Understand the meaning of the words. Find out the meaning of the word from the dictionary. Read the passage. Try to understand it. Right? And then try to answer the questions. When you are reading passage, if there is any difficulty, you can talk among yourselves. For example, if Mayank is facing any difficulty, he can ask to the class, not to me, but to the class. For example, he may request Amrita to explain particular line, particular word, fine. Or Devans can request Dimant to explain one particular word. Dimant can request Shrina to explain something if he is not able to do it. Let it be among yourselves. Read and understand. Fine, 5 minutes from now. Yes, please, everybody start. When you are reading, please remember all the strategies which we have discussed earlier. So first step is to read quickly to get an overview. Second step, to read the questions, understand the questions, and then go back to passage and scan for specific information. First step is skimming. Second stage is reading questions. Third stage is scanning for the answers. Also, when you are reading, please underline, highlight the words, understand the words. Okay, done? Any difficulty in understanding the passage? Any word that you could not understand? All right. Yes. So what we do, we go to the question, but before we go to the question, let me ask some of the questions about words which I have. Right. So I will not about the words, but about the passage, and I will invite and ask you to explain it. So I request Devans to comment on the statement. Devans, here is the statement. It is nothing but living life sensibly, striking a balance with your material life, neglecting neither. Devans, what do you think? What it is about? What do you understand? And Devans, it would be better if you can unmute your mic and speak instead of typing in the chat box. All right. But Devans, you should remain at home. Don't you think it is your classroom time? Let us invite let us invite Renuka to explain it. Renuka, please comment on the statement which I just read out.
So the
Yes.
statement, yes, sir. The statement means it is nothing but the living life sensibly. Sensibly means feeling all the senses.
Mhm.
So it is. This statement says that means it's a great feeling that you are living in it. The all
Mhm.
sensing all the senses, striking a balance with a material life, neglecting neither.
Mm.
Means m- maintaining a balance between the life we are living and neglecting the negative facts.
Okay. All right, fine. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Renuka. So now I will tell you what the passage is about. You might have understood it. But passage is about spirituality. Right? Spirituality means adhyatma. So spirituality is believed to be one of the field of life where people try to seek higher truths than the material life. Now, what do we mean by material life? Life means our day-to-day life. Where we are born, we grow up, we complete our education, we look for our career, we progress well in our career, we get married, and we move ahead with our family, we raise children, we grow old, and we leave the world. This is spiritual world. It is believed that there is another world than this, higher world, higher truth than this. But and to be part of this world is to be in spirituality. Right. So this passage is about this spirituality. And it says in the statement that spirituality is not leaving this material world and going for this another world. Generally, you must have observed in Indian context. For example, there are sant and sadhus and other people who leave their material world to be Mahatma, to be sadhu, to be sant. This passage says that to attain spirituality does not mean that you leave your material world, does not mean that you leave your parents, your home. If you are married, then your wife, your husband, your children. But Spirituality means to be able to balance between material life and the spiritual life. This is what the passage is about. Passage is all about. It says it is neglecting neither. Spirituality means to neglect none of it, not to neglect material life, material life, not to neglect spiritual life, and to be able to balance between them. Somebody who can balance between them is believed to be achieving a state of life which is called moksha. Right? Moksha. All right, fine. Now, Miro, please tell me the meaning of the word bondage. Miro, please tell me the meaning
हेलो
of the
सर.
word bondage.
सर ये स्पेलिंग कैसे?
It is there on the screen. Here it is, Miro. Bondage.
સર જે પાટો
Sorry?
બોન્ડેજ એટલે બે વસ્તુ ભેગી થઈ જાય આમ ઓલું એક રીતે કહી તો પાટો.
Okay. Bondage means, here it means bandhan.
હા
Bandhan.
સર એને
right?
પાટો કહેવાય.
Okay.
પાટો કહેવાય સર એને.
Okay. પાટો એટલે હું એ અર્થમાં પાટો સમજુ છું કે મેડિકલ ટર્મમાં જે હોય છે ને તમને કોઈ ઇન્જરી હોય તો ત્યાં મેડિકલ બેન્ડેજ આવે છે એ પાટો કહેવાય છે. જે આપણે બોન્ડેજ કહે છે ને એ બંધન. બંધન એટલે કે ભાઈ કોઈને લાગણીઓનું બંધન હોય છે અને લાગણીઓનું બંધન હોય તો કોઈ આધ્યાત્મિક સફરમાં જઈ ન શકે. Next word, Miro, please tell me the meaning of the word emote. Emote.
લાગણીથી ભરેલું.
Yes, it is emotional. Fine. Or it is actually verb. That means to portray your emotions, to express your emotions. Mayank, please tell me the meaning of the word influence. Mayank.
Sir, Prabhav?
Sorry?
Prabhav.
Prabhav. Yes, influence is asar, Prabhav. Amruta, please tell us the meaning of the statement. Meditation is a must even to live our material life sensibly. What does it say? What does it say?
So while living a material life also,
Mhm.
to what we can say, to be calm, to be
Mhm.
like not stressed, we still need
Mhm.
meditation in our material
Absolutely.
lives.
Right, right. Fine. So it says that material life is not, sorry, meditation is not important only to achieve the spiritual gain, spiritual height. Meditation is something which is needed in our material life, in our day to day life also, to be calm, to live happy, to be balanced. Right. Krutik, please tell us the meaning of the word grumbling. Grumble, grumbling.
Yes, sir. Grumbling means the action or fact of complaining in a bad tempered way. Means to act like a bad tempered means how can I say tempered means not to in not in a good way. I mean.
Absolutely fine. Grumble is generally to be unhappy with something or to keep on complaining about something. Grumbling. Right. Rohin, please tell us the meaning of the word condemn. Yes, Rohin. Meaning of the word condemn.
निंदा.
Condemn is निंदा. Fine, कोई नु किसी के बारे में बुरा कहना, किसी को क्रिटिसाइज करना, कंडेम करना, निंदा करनी. Right? Very good. All right, everybody. So there are few words which might be new for you, and all these words which are new to you from this passage should go in your dictionary. Right? And anytime I will check your personal dictionary and I will ask you words from your dictionary. If any word from this passage is not in your dictionary, that means you know the word. अगर इस पैसेज में से और जो भी आज तक हमने डिस्कस किया है उसमें से कहीं से भी कोई भी वर्ड आपके डिक्शनरी में नहीं है, तो उसका मतलब ये हुआ कि वो शब्द आपको आते हैं. आपको अगर आते ही है वो शब्द, तो आपको वो डिक्शनरी में डालने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपकी पर्सनल डिक्शनरी में वो नहीं जाएगी. मगर अगर आपके लिए वो शब्द नया है तो वो आपके डिक्शनरी में होना चाहिए. तो जब मैं आपको डिक्शनरी चेक करूंगा तो दो बातें होगी. नंबर वन, आपकी डिक्शनरी में है, उसका मतलब कि आपको वो शब्द नहीं आता था मगर आपने डिक्शनरी में डाल लिया, सीख लिया. और नंबर टू, आपकी डिक्शनरी में वो शब्द नहीं है, उसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आपको वो शब्द आता ही था. तो जब भी मैं आपको डिक्शनरी चेक करूंगा मैं आपको पूछूंगा, आपको वो शब्द आना चाहिए, अदरवाइज यू विल रिक्वायर टू राइट दिस वर्ड सेवरल टाइम्स. राइट. ऑल राइट. So let us now invite Dimant. Dimant, question number A, question number 1, give a suitable title to the passage.
Yes, sir. So the suitable title will be Striking for Balance by Meditation.
Absolutely fine. Striking for balance by meditation. Maintaining balance by meditation. If you want to make it more sketchy, you can say, yes, Mirav, I absolutely know. The lecture is over. You can say meditative life, or you can say balanced life, because somewhere the passage talks about balancing a life. Right. And question number 2 is homework. All of you read the passage and answer the question number 2. In the next class, I will ask any one of you to answer the question number 2, and then we will move on to the next passage. Right. With this note, we stop here and I will quickly take your attendance. Then we depart. Okay, everybody, attendance please. Kritik,
Yes, sir.
Himant,
Yes, sir.
just a minute. Let us continue without sharing the screen because it is taking time. Dimant is present, right? Joy is Rajdev.
Yes, sir.
Devansh,
Yes, sir.
Sean,
Yes, sir.
Mayank,
Yes, sir.
Arjun,
Yes, sir.
Renuka,
Present, sir.
Rohin,
Yes, sir.
Amrita,
Yes, sir.
Kenil,
Yes, sir.
Sneena,
Yes, sir.
Nirav,
Yes.
and Nista.
Absent, sir.
Okay, all right, fine. Thank you everybody for your time. Read the passage carefully and see you all in the next class. Thank you.